Hey guys, emotions are absolutely insane right now. People are going crazy over crypto, buying it left and right, selling it left and right, trying to figure out what's the space doing, what's going to happen, and that's a very interesting thing to think about because one of the things that happens for us as people is that we get these emotions connected to money, and one of the things that we find ourselves doing when it comes to trying to figure out how to increase our position within the world, whether it be with cryptocurrency, finances, or even high school, some other way like that. We constantly can get pretty frantic and do some pretty crazy outlandish things to try to set ourselves apart and to try to find some sort of a way of positioning ourselves, of moving up within the hierarchy. And so I want to share a secret about how to do it. All right, so this is a secret about how to go into the world in a way that helps you approach the unknown things in order to grow from them and learn from them. And the number one thing to do is actually figure out what you want, because a big thing that can be a problem is when you want the unattainable. And if you want the unattainable, you can frantically be pursuing something that's not possible. For instance, I will never be a basketball star. I can barely dribble. And so whatever it is that you're trying to pursue in life, you need to first take analysis of what is it that I'm trying to do? What am I trying to do? So let's use where I'm currently at as a stake pool operator, for example. I have 4 subscribers on YouTube. I have 3 delegates to my pool. I have 6,000 ADA personally. And so these are the numbers that I'm working with, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, ADA is over $1 right now. There's a lot of people going to be entering the space. How do I market well and get my stake pool to where it needs to go? Well, the first question is, where does it need to go? Like, okay, well, it needs to go to at least 1 million delegated to my pool. So I need 1 million ADA from people to delegate to the pool in order to make some money on it. I was like, well, that's a difficult place to try to get to. Well, let me ask the question whether or not, let me try to figure out, why am I doing that? Why am I going to where I'm going? And then I can talk about how to get there. And so if I can figure out the why, then I can actually identify a good strategy. So my why personally was, I am doing this to support my family. I'm doing this to support my future family, because we want to adopt our 4th child. And when you're a father and you have kids, you have a limited amount of time. So I'm trying to figure out what are some creative ways of being able to earn enough money to pay for an adoption while still supporting 3 kids and my wife, so I'm trying to do that. That's my why. That's a pretty strong why, because basically the question is, will I be a warrior for my family? And I answer that, yes. Yes, I will. I will fight for this pool to get to 1 million ADA delegated to it. Does that seem silly? Maybe. I don't care. Because why not? So I'm starting to find a really strong reason to be pursuing this. A lot of times with people asking questions on the Cardano Facebook groups that I've seen, people are like, well, when is this going to get to a certain amount? I put $1,000 in it and I need to pay my bills soon. And then you get people responding back to that unkindly and everything else. But it would help people a lot, I think, if we just asked ourselves, why are we doing what we're doing in life? Why are we pursuing it? What is the reason that we are trying to get to the place that we're trying to get? Not just to become a millionaire. Like, that's a stupid reason. Like, somebody who just wants to be a millionaire to be a millionaire should not become a millionaire. You're not going to find value in that. I think there was a study done saying that if you make $70,000 a year, your happiness will not be increased by anything more. So that's an interesting thought to think about. So I wanted to share that, and that I think that's the kind of a mentality that stake pool operators can have when they're getting discouraged. They need to first take stock of why they're doing something. And an encouraging thing to note is that I saw a survey recently. I think it was actually on the stake pool operators Facebook group. It said, what is your main reason for choosing a stake pool? And there were several options there, but the number one reason was the leader who was in charge of the stake pool was the reason that I wanted to go forward with it. Well, that's a green light for the poor man. So if you're trying to get to 1 million, you can get to 1 million, because all people have to do is believe in you. So then it's just, you have to go, okay, we can do this. We're going to go. So right now, I think I'm currently at 14 to 16,000 delegated to my pool. and I've got to get to 1 million in order to start becoming or producing blocks in a regular way. Why not? Give me a bigger challenge than that, because this one's getting done. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage those who need encouragement, and I want to fight in this together with you. So if you want to consider staking to my pool, it's True C. If you want to have questions about starting a pool, how to do it, what a staking pool actually is, I can answer those as well. Thank you.